Hello and welcome to Daily Number Workout number 7 for grade 4. Let's start with our word form. So that would be S-E-V-E-N, 7. And our next category, which would be factors. So this would be 1 and 7. Whoops, not the best 7 there. All right, does 2 go into 7? Well, 2 goes into any number that has 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0 in the ones place, and this does not, so 2 does not go in. And if 2 doesn't go in, we know that that number is even or odd. You're right, it is odd. So we're going to write the word odd up here. All right, let's move on. So does 3 go in? Well, 3 times 2 is 6. So it does not go in. How about 4? 4 times 2 is 8. Nope. 5. 5 times 5 is 10. Nope. 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So none of those go in. So we are done. And because 1 and 7 are the only factors of 7, then it is prime. All right. Moving right along, we're going into addition. So these are always good to practice. So I'm going to move my paper up so I can get all the addition on this page. So 7 plus 1 equals 8. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 7 plus 4 equals 11. So these are the basics. 1 through 10, adding to any number, is the basics that you really need to know by heart. Practice them. 7 plus 5 equals 12. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 7 plus 7 equals 14. 7 plus 8 equals 15. 7 plus 9 equals 16. And 7 plus 10 equals 17. Very good. All right, let's go up to subtraction. All right, let's do from 10. So 10 minus 7 equals 3. And we can go down here to our reminder. Remember, subtraction is addition backwards. 9 minus 7 equals 2. 8 minus 7 equals 1. And 7 minus 7 equals 0. Boy, this column's getting short, isn't it? All right, let's go on to multiplication. All right, so our next one is multiplying. I'm going to move this over a tad. All right, so we're going to do 7 times 1 equals 7. 7 times 2 equals 14. And if we're not sure, let's come over here and just add 7 plus 7, and we get our 14. Then 7 times 3 equals 21. If you added 7 over here, 4 plus 7 over here says 11. Drop the 1, carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 times 4 equals, that would be 7 more than 21, which is 28. So if we add over here, so we're moving right along. 7 times 5 equals 35. If we add it over here, we would get 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7, 15. Drop the 5, carry the 1. 7 plus 2 is, I'm sorry, 7 times 2 is 14. I'm sorry. I'm multiplying. I keep doing that. All right, 8 plus 7 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 35. I get all crazy and excited about my math, so excuse me. I hope someday you do too. All right, so let's do 7 times 6. So if I added 7 more to 35, 5 plus 7 is 12, carry the 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, so that would be 42. And if you already know your facts, you don't have to do this over here. It's just a way of solving the problem if you need to and don't know your facts all the way yet. You want to make sure you're practicing them. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 8 equals 56. 7 times 9 equals 63. And 7 times 10, of course, is 7 with a 0, 70. And remember, these are all considered multiples of 7. And of course, there are infinite number of multiples for 7. But that's our multiples today. Looking good. Means all those numbers, 7 goes into evenly. All right, any questions about 7s? Let's move on. Remember, this is an easy task. We want our number workout to be simple and easy so that our brain starts connecting the dots whenever we need it to connect the dots. All right, let's move on to our next category, which is measurement. So we want to, oh no, I forgot about division. Here's our division problem. So right here, we have space. So write 100. And we're going to divide 7 into 100 using our multiples. So does 7 go into 1? No, it doesn't. So we want to put a 0 up over the 1 to hold that place value. Does 7 go into 10? Well, it goes in 1 time because it wouldn't go in 2 because 7 times 2 is 14. I better pull that down so you can see it. So we're going to do 1 time. And then remember, we go in circles here. 1 times 7 is 7. Then we're going to subtract. That's how we do our division. 10 minus 7. Well, we have it up here. 10 minus 7 is 3. So we have 3 left over. Then we ask ourselves, does 7 go into 3 anymore? So sometimes we make a mistake and we need to multiply by higher number at the top. So 7 goes into 10 1 time because 1 times 7 is 7. 10 minus 7 is 3. That's it. Doesn't go in. So we drop down the next number. And we ask ourselves, how many times does 7 go into 30? So if we go over here, it doesn't go in 5 times because that would be 35. It goes in 4 times. So we're going to write our 4 up here. 4 goes into 7 28 times, or I'm sorry, 4 times 7 is 28. We'll subtract that out and we get 2. Does 7 go into 2? It does not. So we're done with that column. There's no more columns to bring down. So then we have a remainder 2. So 7 goes into 100 14 times with a remainder 2. All right. Moving right along. Silly me. Inches. Feet and yards. So if we have, I'm going to move this up. If we have 7 inches, that is 7 out of 12, or 7/12 of a foot. Because it takes 12 inches to make a foot. And that would be 7 out of 36 inches that make a yard. So there we have it. So we're working our way up. We're going to end up, as we get into our higher numbers, of making whole feet and whole yards. We'll see it when it happens. We'll talk about it then. So centimeters, decimeters, and meters. We have 7 centimeters, and these are the abbreviations, which equals 7 out of 10. It takes 10 to make a decimeter. And then it would be 7 out of 100 to make a meter. All right, so we're using fractions. 7 centimeters is a fraction of a decimeter and a fraction of a meter. It's not the whole thing. All right, let's move on to ounces. So this was linear, that is the length of objects. This is liquid. So we're talking liquid, just like an ounce of milk or a cup of milk or a pint of milk or a quart or a gallon. So these are all correlated, matching up to each other. I'm going to move that up. So if we have 7 ounces, that is the same as 7 out of 8 ounces to make a cup. Wow, we're almost to a full cup. And that would be 7 out of 16 to make a pint. So 7/16 of a pint. It would be 7/32. Anyway, 7/32 of a quart. And it would be 7 out of 128 of a gallon. But we're almost to a whole quart. So as you can see, we're building up our measurements here. So let's move on to the next one. I got to take these off so they don't fall off my table. All right, here we go. Now we're going to do metric. So this is standard form. This is metric. All right, so if we have 7 milliliters, that is equal to 7 out of 1,000 liters. And there we have it. We're done with our daily number workout for the number 7. The next time I meet you, hopefully you have everything written down for the number 8. And we will go on from there. So I'll see you for the number 8 the next time we meet. Bye.